What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 224, and today we are returning with a massive triple header as we take on Chelsea twice. First in the FA Cup quarter-final away at Stamford Bridge, where realistically this is our only shot of domestic silverware this season. So absolutely huge game to start off with. Then we've got Real Madrid in the second leg of the Champions League last 16 at Bramall Lane, where of course we lead 3-0 after a fantastic win in Madrid. And then our third and final game is Chelsea away at the Bridge once again, this time in the Premier League though, where any chance whatsoever of us coming from behind to win the title requires us winning that game. So yeah, 3 huge games today. There's so much to get through. So yeah, let's just dive right into it. First game is indeed the FA Cup quarter-final away at Stamford Bridge as we take on Frank Lampard's Chelsea. We know this season, if we're to win any piece of domestic silverware whatsoever, we're going to have to come through the Blues. So first game, Chelsea away, FA Cup quarter-final, and a chance to reach Wembley and advance to the semi-finals in, I would probably say realistically, our only winnable domestic competition. Come on, Sheffield United. Lozek, nice ball forward, and Dele Alli is denied by Henderson, and Reece James does enough. Turnbull can't get there, and Rafinha turns in the rebound. You know, I didn't feel confident heading into today's episode, and already Frank Lampard's side have the lead with the first chance. Fabulous save initially by Dean Henderson, but Rafinha turns in the rebound, and Chelsea have the lead. And unfortunately, well, coming from behind is something we'll have to do in both the FA Cup and the Premier League if we're to win some domestic honour this season. Lovely finish by Rafinha. Possibly Dean could have done better, but Chelsea have the lead. They've just been too good this season. Matson looking for a bit of space here. Eze with the tackle. And now a possible chance to break here. James did well. And Allen. Come on, Elliott. Aya couldn't do enough. Oh! And Kepa denies Tony. First real sight of goal. Shocker takes it on himself. And Kepa denies him with a brilliant save. Still 1-0, but again, we're going to get a couple of chances. Got to make sure we take one. The big teams so often are quite easy to beat in FIFA Career Mode. I have given them a slight slider adjustment to make them a bit better, and I am really struggling right now to contain them when they come forward. With Zakaria tackled by James, and now a chance to break. Come on. That's a good ball. And yes! The mentor couldn't finish, but the prodigy does. 1-1. Fantastic work by Reece James, former Chelsea man, wins it back, starts to break, good through ball, and Harris did so well to outmuscle Nathan Ake and drill it in. Chopper with the finish, there's the leveller, and you see what it means, perfect time to strike right before the break. Sure, it's James, there we go, he's played very well today, Reece. Good chance here for a counter as Bogle slides Turnbull through. And now Tony back to the captain. And it'll be the dummy runner. Because in the middle is Harrison. Oh, he's A! No. Running behind, mate. We were dragging the last defender out of position. Running behind, the space is there for you. Golden chance, poor movement. Still 1-1. So glad to see this man coming off though. Lautaro Martinez always scores against me. And now he's making way. Is Shaw. Does exceptionally well there. And is Harris onside? Oh, it's a cracking finish. But he's not. Just straight offside. Still tied at 1-1. James again. My word, how much ground has he covered today? As Bogle goes down the right. Oh, no.
The referee has indicated there will be a minimum
Of all players to make the last-ditch interception, Emmanuel Aya forces extra time. Or does he? Bogle. Tony. Oh! How fitting would that have been? Ali on the edge for Chelsea, looking for space. Allen does exceptionally well. We shall pass out from the back, with Wilson finding Bogle into the captain, who just couldn't beat Ayer, who has been absolutely brilliant today. The source of frustration for Chelsea. Fitting as Rafinha is denied by Henderson, and Correa couldn't squeeze it in. Shaw did well to put him off. Oh, it's not going to penalty. Someone's going to win this. Question is, who would you put your money on right now? I mean, we've played better, at least I think so. But the Blues, they only need one chance to win this. Yes! The kid has done it. Scored the equaliser, and now to put us in front. Tyler with the through ball, and what a finish by Elliot Harris. The Blades in front, no less than we deserve. And we're 12 minutes away from Wembley. Game far from done though, far from done. As Reece James, my goodness gracious me. I know Elliot scored twice today, but he has been literally everywhere in this game. As Harris does well to win it back too. And a chance to break. Yes! And it's over now. Oh, what a game. And Lewis off the bench wraps it up. We're into the final four. And look, Frank Lampard's team are going to win the title, no doubt about it. But the FA Cup is still on. Brandon sent forward, drills it past the Spaniard. 3-1 Sheffield United, and we're into the semi-finals. And the final bit of involvement today sees Reece James win the ball back. And you see by his reaction as well what it means. Well, Harris the hero, Lewis got 1-2, but I've got to credit Reece James for an amazing performance. But in general, what a response from the Blades. We go down to the best team in England early, away in West London, but we come from behind to win it in extra time. 3-1 the final score, and Sheffield United march in to the semi-finals. What an extraordinary game. Fantastic. Well, it was a fantastic game. One of the best wins of the season, no doubt about it, as Sheffield United march into the final four. I felt we were full value for it as well. And I do apologise too. During the extra time period, I said Tyler Allen set the goals up. Of course, it wasn't Allen. I subbed him off for Brett Wilson, the American. He was the guy that set the two winning goals up. First through Harris, who's my man of the match, and also Lewis's late goal too. But I have to give Reece James so much credit. The amount of ground he made up during that game was remarkable. A fantastic performance from the former Chelsea man as he helps us beat his old team and progress to the semi-finals, where as you can see we'll be taking on Newcastle United at Wembley in the final four as Arsenal play Man City in the other semi-final tie. So heading into the second of three big games today, we now take on Real Madrid in the Champions League last 16 second leg. Can you believe this? This is probably the the least important game of the lot. Due to our first leg victory away in Madrid by 3-0, I feel very confident we should be getting through tonight, hence why we're making a lot of changes for the game. So second of three games today. It is still a big one though. It's the second leg of the Champions League round of 16 as we take on Real Madrid at Bramall Lane. Corner for Real Madrid. Mancia crosses and Gonzalez does well as Mancia keeps the chance alive. Good early start from the visits tonight. That's what they're going to need with Messi's regen. Crossing and the header by Chiesa is brilliantly saved and Gonzalez heads it away. Well, they need to score 3. An early goal put a few nerves into my mind. Excellent save by Sam though as we escape. Surge down the left hand side trying to cross. David stands him up well, but Koulibaly gets it back to Vinicius Jr. And he'll try and step in field, the Brazilian back to Van der Beek. He'll receive it again. Ball inside. Chiesa drills it in. And there is the goal. They've got one. They need two more. Chiesa with the finish. 1-0. Corner for the Blades, and restoring the 3-goal cushion here would be huge. Scott McKenna flicks on. Yes! And it's Brian Fagan who puts us back in front by 3. Scott the block flicks on. Great work there by the experienced centre-half, and Fagan was not going to miss from close range. Did really well to control it, the Northern Irish midfielder. And an easy finish inside the 6-yard area. 1-1. And there we go. Pressure off again. For Real Madrid, Mancia on the ball cross. And Upamecano from close range. Volley's just wide. Not sure what Zidane's unhappy about. But with half an hour to go, we still lead by 3 on aggregate. And we're almost there as Kapic is going to win that first. Bit of hesitation there between Mazraoui and Havertz. And away goes Kapic with space to cross. It's a good delivery too. And it'll drop to Lewis. Shot blocked. And Wilson's effort easily caught by Lopez Huesca. That would have done the tie there. That is going to do it then. Final score 1-1. We might not win on the night, but we do win the tie. 4-1 over 2 legs. When Real Madrid scored the early goal through Chiesa, I did have a bit of doubt in my mind. But once Fagan scored from the corner that McKenna flicked on, that would settle the score. Final score 1-1. We're into the last 8. As you'll see on the screen right now, Bayer Leverkusen have been knocked out. So one of our former teams have gone, but Roma and Atletico Madrid have both made it in to the quarter-finals. As I'm just doing my post-match interview here, we shall do the draw for the quarter-finals before our 3rd and final game of today's episode, and see who Sheffield United will be taking on in the Champions League quarter-finals. Never reached this stage before, and who have we got in the last 8? Is it going to be one of our former teams, Roma or Atletico Madrid? Could it be an all-English affair? Well, let's find out. In the last 8, it's going to be... Oh, Paris Saint-Germain in the quarter-finals of the Champions League. Wolfsburg face Liverpool. Roma are taking on Bayern Munich. And Manchester City versus Atletico Madrid. We just knocked out Zinedine Zidane's side. Now it's the French team in the quarter-finals, the last one remaining. Paris Saint-Germain in the final 8 of the Champions League. Bring them on. Moving on to the 3rd and final game of today's Big Bumper episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it so far. And now it is the big one. Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge once again for the 2nd time in 7 days. But now it's the big Premier League clash where we sit 8 points behind Frank Lampard's side with 9 games to go. They've won 27 of their 29 fixtures, and if they are to lose this title, we must win today. Only a win will do. A draw is not good enough to have any chance of staying in this title race. We must win once again here in West London. Come on, you Blades. Let's not give up and surrender just yet. We're still in this. Wilson to Shaw. And Ollie's going to attack down the left-hand side here. He'll need a bit of help, but he's put a man on the floor there. And a nice little triangle move sees him through down the left with Ayer to beat. And he's won a corner there, Ollie Shaw. Good driving run by the left-back. And a chance here for us to strike from the set piece like we did in midweek. Tyler's delivery is good. Headed away. He'll drop to Reece James. And his shot is deflected and cleared. Well, we've beaten him once 7 days ago. Why not again? Past the half an hour mark in the game. Not much to report so far, but here comes Chelsea. We've looked a better team today. Nice ball through. Ali. Oh, brilliant from Dele Alli. He saw Sam coming out to close the angle down. And as he rolls it through, it's 2-2 for the Brazilian Rafinha. Chelsea in front. Fantastic awareness from the former Spurs and MK Dons man. Well, maybe I shouldn't have brought out Sam, but I didn't expect Dele Alli to have the awareness, the vision, and a quick pass to slide through Rafinha. The number 10 with the finish. Chelsea in front. But what we've got to remember is we conceded the first goal 7 days ago, but went on to win the clash 3-1. So let's not beat ourselves up. Plenty of time to get back in this game. Walsh out wide to Ollie, who controls. Feeds it infield to David, and now Harris to Tony. With Ayer holding him up. And he'll force it back to James. As we're still trailing by 1. Can we get a chance before the break to get back on level terms? Let's see. Turnbull to Shaw. And a good chance here for Ollie. And he's got Reece James arriving on the edge. And it's saved by Kepa. It was so good 7 days ago. And this time denied by the Spaniard. Still 1-0, corner to the centre. Cleared away by Sissoko. Tyler gets another chance to cross. And the header by Nicholas skies over the bar and into the stands. 45 minutes to go, a whole second half to come. Encouraging signs to end the first, but we still trail by 1. Turnbull hits that wide towards Shaw. Very little to report in this second half as we wait for our first proper chance here. With Turnbull into Kieran Brady off the bench. Just can't break down Chelsea, they're so organised right now. With Lewis to Wilson. Maybe a chance here. Tony, lovely little knock off to Brady, but the pass of Jaden was poor. And Chelsea will clear. I just haven't been able to get inside against them today. They've been so organised, so structured. And this is why they've been almost perfect in the Premier League this season. So disciplined. Not losing the title. It's theirs. Balled out to Correa. Sam thought about it, then decided against it. As Chelsea could wrap it up here, and have done so. Sigurdsson off the bench for Martinez makes it 2. And that is that. Ruthless, efficient, unbeatable. Chelsea 2, Sheffield United 0. And Frank Lampard saying to me, you can have the FA Cup, but this Premier League's been won a long time ago. They've just been too good this season. 28 wins in 30 games. Chelsea's Premier League title is secured. And the long, unbeaten run in the Premier League is going to come to an end. And it's only fitting it comes against the best team in England right now. Chelsea have just been absolutely superb this season. I don't know who beat them in those 2 games, but, well, they'll be celebrating those 2 wins like they've won a trophy themselves.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum.
As Wilson's done exceptionally well there. Great save by Kepa though. And that just sums it up. Even when we do get a chance, we're denied by a fabulous save by the Spaniard. That's going to do it. Chelsea have won. The Premier League is theirs. And unfortunately for us, there is no title in the cabinet coming the end of the season. It might as well be mathematically confirmed now. 11 points to gap, 8 games to go. They've just been too good this season. They didn't even need to be at their best today to win. And that shows the brilliance of them this season. Their defence was absolutely rock solid. I just could not break them down, even when we did in the final few seconds. Not that a goal would have meant anything anyway. We were denied by a great save by Kepa. Chelsea get the win, and that is that now. I didn't feel confident heading into the game anyway. I think Ali was superb today. He'll be my man in the match. But unfortunately, that confirms it now. Chelsea will win the Premier League title. Even if we won today, it would still be theirs to lose. But now that confirms it. 11 points to gap. 8 games to go. A worse goal difference record too. Yep, it's Chelsea's Premier League title. And if we're to win some silverware this season, it will need to come in either the FA Cup or the Champions League. But that was today's big bumper episode of Career Mode, guys. And I really hope you enjoyed the triple header with 3 superb games. And if you did, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. I think my game is frozen, so I think I'll have to just leave it there. Oh, no, there we go. But yeah, have a great day, guys. Much love to you all. And I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon, featuring our 2 games against Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League quarterfinals, where we continue our run in Europe very soon.